As you already know, the UK left the EU political structures and the European Parliament on January 31st in 2020, which freed us from Nigel Farage. Now the Brexiteers blame the government for not implementing Brexit properly, and others want the UK to join the EU again. But the EU, of course, moved forward after Brexit. And so in the next weeks, I will make a test here on the channel by bringing news about the EU in one of my daily videos, except sometimes on Sunday when there's live stream. That will keep people informed what the UK in the end has left and what people want to return to, so they can make informed decisions and give it a more fact-based approach. And since my magazine channel is reserved for information on the development of the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine for the time being, that is another reason to do it right here. But I anyway believe exactly my audience on this channel needs this information, really needs it. And of course, there's a new playlist EU for this channel, so have a look. But now let's talk about today's topic. On June 30th, Estonia submitted to the Commission a payment request based on the achievement of the 28 milestones and one target selected in the Council implementing decision for the first payment request, which included both the first and second installment in the new program. These installments cover reforms related to energy, green and digital transition, labor market, health and long-term care, green skills, innovation and transport, as well as Estonia's audit and control system for the implementation of the resilience facility. With their request, the Estonian authorities provided detailed and comprehensive evidence demonstrating the fulfillment of the 28 milestones and one target. The Commission has thoroughly assessed this information before presenting its positive preliminary assessment of the payment request. The Commission has now sent its positive preliminary assessment of Estonia's fulfillment of the milestones and targets required for this payment to the Economic and Financial Committee, asking for its opinion. Following the EFC's opinion, the Commission will adopt the final decision on the disbursement of the financial contribution in accordance with the examination procedure through a comitology committee. Following the adoption of the decision by the Commission, the disbursement to Estonia can take place. And the Commission will assess further payment requests by Estonia based on the fulfillment of the milestones and targets outlined in the Council implementing decision, reflecting progress on the implementation of the investments and reforms. The green transition is supported by specific investments included in this payment request. These investments include, for example, financing for green skills development to support the green transition of businesses and the establishment of the Green Fund. That's a financial instrument which will invest at least 90 million euros in venture capital funds or enterprises for the development of new green technologies. These will cover strategic areas such as energy, agriculture, food industry, transport and logistics, materials and chemical industries. In addition, the first payment request includes investments to boost the green transition in the energy sector, finance a program to strengthen the electricity grid to increase the country's renewable energy production capacity, finance the construction of the Tallinn Old Port tram line, as well as support the renovation of apartment buildings and small residential buildings. It also includes a reform to support the deployment of safe, green and sustainable transport and energy infrastructure. Under the first payment request, Estonia has put forward a variety of measures that contribute to the digital transition. For instance, it carried out reforms such as the creation and development of a Center of Excellence for Data Governance and Open Data, and a skills reform for the digital transformation of businesses. Estonia also put forward an investment to support the digital transformation of companies, the improvement of public entities' digital infrastructure, and the safe transition to cloud infrastructure of public entities' data. The investments under Estonia's first payment request also allowed to enhance the functionalities of Bureaucrat, a virtual assistant platform and ecosystem to assist users of online public services. Several reforms were implemented in the field of improving youth employment, but also the provision of long-term care and the strengthening of primary health care. In terms of youth employment, a reform was adopted aimed at supporting young people to gain work experience and to improve their skills to better participate in the labor market through a combination of wage and training support. The measures related to healthcare contribute to incentivizing the health workforce to work outside metropolitan areas, especially in remote areas, by increasing the allocation of resources to primary medical practices and to improve the access to specialized care by extending the use of e-consultations. This will improve overall access to healthcare across Estonia. The reform on long-term care defines, among other things, the concept of long-term care, which did not previously exist in Estonian legislation. The reform defines the notion of long-term care and also covers the services to be provided to people with long-term care needs, and it specifies that the services provided to people should enable them to cope with everyday life in an independent way. Estonia has also taken steps to support the development of regional and country-specific export strategies for businesses in order to strengthen their global competitiveness. The implementation of the Estonian RRP is on the right path thanks to the satisfactory fulfillment of the milestones and one target under the first payment request. The first and second installments under the first payment request include important measures that contribute to both the green and digital transitions as described earlier. It also contains investments in the field of digital transformation of enterprises, strengthening the electricity grid, and providing the labor market with measures to reduce youth unemployment. Estonia has also validated its monitoring system for the implementation of the RRF. And if you want to know more about the EU or British politics, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.